Hi everyone, Dr. Emmy from Posture Size. Today we're going to be talking about how to design your personal training program for your clients to avoid injury by including exercise sequence and symmetry in your program design. These are the same techniques I've used in 30 years of personal training my own clients to avoid injury, and also the great successful tips that I teach my personal trainers whom I certify. Hope you enjoy. Mistakes personal trainers make that are designing programs for their clients with injuries and pain is that they're not taking into consideration the concepts of symmetry and exercise sequence when designing their program. Many of the clients that personal trainers send to me because of injury, and I help them redesign their programs for their clients, have to do with essential concepts of programming. With exercise symmetry, we're concerned about restoring a client's biomechanical faults into a state of correction when they leave a workout. For instance, if you have a client with lower back pain and their typical postural habit is leaning to the right, and you see with your training that when they squat, when they lunge, they have a tendency to elevate the right hip up or hip hike on that side and lean to that side more than the other side, that's a sure sign that there's some asymmetrical balance between the core muscles of their thorax and their pelvis that's inducing that right side leaning. Unfortunately, if you're not addressing that with sequencing and programming your exercises correctly, that's going to create compression on that side of the back, overstretching on the other, and if they have a degenerative disc, herniated disc, sacroiliac disorder, facet syndrome, whatever it is, many times they're going to be aggravated during their workout. When patients get aggravated or clients get aggravated, you're going to be much more likely to lose them as a personal trainer, and they're going to go to someone else who has more of a knowledge in how to design and implement their exercise program. So, let's go back to that for one example. If I have a client that has a tendency to lean to the right, they shoulder press, they squat, they lunge, basic functional movements, you notice that they have a tendency to lean to the right. That's the side that I want to exercise first in any type of lateral training. For instance, if I'm doing a side plank or a side bridge, the bottom half of the body is going to be the muscles that are contracting. The abdominals and the back muscles on that side are contracting to hold the position. That would be a corrective posture or a corrective side of symmetry for that client that we just mentioned, because as the bottom side's contracting, it's inhibiting or relaxing the top side. When I get done with that set of or multiple reps of doing that exercise, I'm going to leave the body with a relaxation and an opening on that right side that's used to compression and a corrective tension on the weaker side, which is my left side. So the way I'd organize that into programming my workout and designing it is I would make sure that I do the side bridge with the corrective side down first. So if this is the side that contracts, I want to make sure I do my side bridges. I want to make sure I do any kind of rotational planks. I want to make sure I do any cliffhanger exercise. I want to make sure I do any lateral type of leg abduction movements. I want to make sure I do any chops. I want to make sure I do any kind of press where I'm leaning to one side or one arm press, for instance. With that in mind, I'd want to position that side of tension first in my exercise sequence, then turn over on the other side and finish with the other side down. That will help to contract that weaker side and leave the client with an opening after their workout so as not to compress that. Remember, clients don't always put together the fact that they're in pain because of the workout. Sometimes pain happens shortly after the workout. So by leaving them in a corrective state, you're actually leaving them with a better biomechanical stress on their body, and they're less likely to irritate them through the day. They can't compute whether they got hurt later in the day, my back just started irritating me, was it from the workout, was it from something that I did? You want to make sure you're improving their mechanics with your workouts, not aggravating them and leaving them in that state. Also, we want to make sure that that symmetry is lopsided in terms of correction. If we did one set or a certain amount of reps on that side in terms of compression, we want to spend more time, more sets, more reps on the weaker side, which over time is going to help to build symmetry into your client's body, helping to prevent some type of injury. The same thing can be said when we look at different planes of motion instead of side to side or front to back motion. If you have a client that you're working with shoulder pain and they have rounded shoulders, mechanically, most likely that postural position of the shoulder or that muscle imbalance is leading to more problems with their rotator cuff tendonitis, their bursitis, their impingement syndrome. So if you're doing a lot of chest work of any type and not in a back work, and especially if you're ending with chest work in a workout, you're going to leave them in that altered state, which is supporting their dysfunctional rounded shoulders. If you program your exercises so that you're going to be doing chest work first and not as many sets and reps and intensity overall, but ending with back work, which comes in the exercise sequence after chest, and doing more sets and reps, it allows those back muscles like the trapezius, the rhomboids, the lats, the shoulder retractors to tighten at the end of the workout, so you're leaving the client in an open state, again, less likely to irritate themselves. The same thing could be said of hip flexor injuries. We have plenty of clients that come in, their groins, their hips are bothering them. You're doing squats, you're doing lunges, you're doing leg lifts, you're doing core work for the abs, but are you ending your workout with hip extension? Are you ending your workout with back extension, which as we extend and the glutes contract and the posterior chain contracts, it reflexively inhibits the flexors and leaves them open. And that many times is going to leave the client feeling better after their workout, in less stiffness and less pain than they came in. You're setting their body mechanics up for the rest of the day to feel good. They're going to feel better. They're going to be much more likely to refer other clients to you because you understand how to sequence and program design to reduce injury. If you like this video on programming to reduce injury with Symmetry and with exercise sequence, feel free to subscribe to our channel. We got a lot of great videos to help you design a great workout program, tips for you as a personal trainer to avoid injury and get the most out of your workouts. If you're looking to help me share this with other people, other personal trainers, make them the best personal trainers they can be, give me a thumbs up below. Questions or comments, write in. I'll do my best to answer them, help you with your clients. It's my pleasure as always. And remember, if you're looking for a great course to teach you all of this information, assessing clients, how to design programs, how to modify exercises to reduce injury and get the most out of your training, look no further than our Essential Crash Course for Personal Trainers and Injuries, available at the posturesize.com website. I hope this video on exercise sequence and symmetry helps you with your personal training clients and avoiding injury.